Waikato tani whārau, he piko, he tani whā, he piko, he tani whā. Ka mihi au ki te wā hingaro, ka mihi ki a kingi tū, heitia mai tōna whānau. Ka mihi ki te whare me te whenua, tēnā kōrua. Ka mihi ki te hunga mate, haere, haere, haere atu rā. Ka mihi ki te hunga ora, tihei muri ora ki a tātou. Ko taupiri te maunga, ko Waikato te awa, ko tainui te waka. Ko kirikiri roa te marae, ko Ngāti Wairere te mana whenua. Ko pota tau te tangata, no rea tēnā koutou katoa. Kia ora e te whānau nau mai, hara mai, ki te kura tuara o nā taitamatane o kirikiri roa. Ko Stefan Temihai West, tōku ingoa in e te whānau. It is my privilege to be with you today for this second 15 Super 8 final. And I'm also privileged to be joined here by the one and only Zach Corbin. Kia ora, Zach.
Kia ora, Stefan. Great day out here in Kirikiriroa. The sun's trying to break through the clouds at the moment. It was a foggy morning. Both teams out here warming up, and it looks to be an exciting second 15 final.
An exciting second 15 final indeed. And if we go back at the final to round 6, 2024, the score between these two teams, 21-14 to Kirikiriroa. So it was a very close game, and we're expecting a close game here again at Te Whānau. So we will go to the team list. As we can see, both teams just going through their normal warm-up routines. And it's a reasonably nice day here in the Waikato. A little bit of rain overnight, but it has cleared, so we should see a bit of free-flowing rugby. And we'll start with our team list with Kirikiriroa. At number 1, at Te Whānau, we have Lawson. At 2, Reihana. At 3, Bowden. At 4, Saxon. At 5, Bushell. At 6, Hammond. At 7, the co-captain, Patterson. And at number 8, Vuniwai. At number 9, Campen. First 5 today is Ken's Te Whare. At 11, Dean. 12, Wales. 13, Young. 14, Phillips. And a late swap today, so 15 will be Arata. For the bench for Kirikiriroa, we have at 16, Higgins. At 17, Mahi. At 18, Wharawhara. At 19, Puamo. At 20, Sturm. At 21, Ross. And that is your 21 here for Kirikiriroa. And just on that, Zach, we have a late change here, a forced change for Kirikiriroa.
Yeah, that's right, Stefan. The starting fullback for Kirikiriroa, Carson Hunter, injured in the warm-up, and so we see a straight replacement for him for debut for second 15 this season. Kiwarata coming in the final, so a big job for him and probably the biggest game of the season for the boys.
And just on there, we do have the Tauranga list as well. No changes here as far as we know. Whānau. At 1, we have Taikato Smith. At 2, Horan. At number 3, Bibi. At 4, Verez. At 5, Price. At number 6, Charlton. At 7, we have Coxon. The captain at number 8, McKinley. At halfback, Emmett. First 5, Jackson. At 11, Te Maipi. 12 is Evans, and 13 Harris. On the wing here we have Emmett and fullback Spice. And just on the interchange bench, 16 Mahi, 17 Moody, at 18 Scholes, at 19 Baker, at 20 Massey, 21 the outside back replacements. We have Roberts at 21, and the 22 is Arai Portini. So there you have it, E Te Whānau. Those are both your team lists for today, and both teams are almost done with their warm-ups. We do have kickoff at 11:50 a.m, so plenty of time for these teams to get back to the sheds. We can see Kirikiriroa making their way back now, and Tauranga just going through their last team run. So exciting times here, Zach, for this final. What are you expecting to see from both teams?
It's going to be an interesting contest. Both these schools across the first and second 15 Super 8 comp have been dominant. In the first 15, Tauranga having the wood over Kirikiriroa in the round robin game, whereas in the second 15, Kirikiriroa having the wood over Tauranga. Really interesting in the Super 8, these two schools, two of the best rugby schools in the country at the moment, and we're looking at a lot of players that across many other first 15s could probably be playing in their first 15s in other schools, and so it's a high caliber lineup of players, and I think most of these boys are just in that time at school where there's a strong first 15 coming through, and they're very talented players within themselves, so there'll be some high standard of rugby here today.
Yeah, and I do like your point there, Zach. The second 15 Super 8 competition is nothing to frown upon. Some quality sides, and as you mentioned, I'd expect both these second 15s to take on some of the top first 15s around the country. If we were to look at the table this year, we did have Kirikiriroa. They finished out on top with 7 wins and no losses, so they're actually undefeated this year, as Tauranga. They were runners-up with 5 wins and 2 losses. They finished up on 26 points. So, was a good competition this year in terms of the Super 8. Dating back to last year, in fact, Whānau, we did have Kirikiriroa that did take out the second 15 competition. So they're looking to go back-to-back in 2024.
Yeah, Kirikiriroa have seen quite a few years of dominance in the second 15 Super 8 comp. Multiple wins across sort of the decade I've been involved with the kura here, and look, it shows the expertise of the development they have at Kirikiriroa and the coaching staff they have working with them. Tarana Richards Hoxhead and Lewis Kitson, 2 very good coaches and 2 very good kaiako for the boys who lead them in a way that shows the success. And you know, talking to both of those men, they're first 15 caliber coaches, and you know, our kura and our school is lucky to have access to such great expertise at that level.
And just to tautoko your kōrero there, Zach, I remember speaking to Tauranga coaches last year in regards to their second 15, and they train up to 5 times a week, so they love to take it seriously themselves. And so I'm expecting a tight one here, as for those around the motu, around Aotearoa, New Zealand, we also have the first 15 final. That's actually going to be played in Tauranga tomorrow. That's a 12 p.m. kickoff, so another great spectacle in terms of the Super 8 competition here on Whakaata Māori. So we're 8 minutes until kickoff. Both teams will be heading back to the sheds, and I'm hearing, Zach, that Kirikiriroa might have a bit of a surprise for Tauranga to kick us off today.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they come out with. Maybe a little welcome onto the field. I've seen some boys doing some practices across the week, and it'll be good to see the rest of the school, tautoko the second 15, who for many of these boys don't see the limelight that the first 15 sees, but the work they put in is probably the same, if not more, to try and prove that they deserve to be playing at that level. So I think these boys are really going to appreciate all the support and the school and the whānau of our community out here, giving them a little tautoko as they play.
And the school, in fact, I hear They'll be out here at lunchtime, 12:30, so you'll see the boys in class prioritising their education, but they'll be out here at lunchtime to obviously tautoko their home side. So that will be interesting once they come out. And I was alluding to Kirikiriroa. They've got a bit of a surprise here for Tauranga. I think they will perform their school haka, Waikato Tani Whārau. So looking forward to that, along with the run-on from the Kapa Haka team. They'll be running on their haukainga as well.
Yeah, it's exciting. The boys get up for performing the haka, Stefan, and it's actually, quite a new haka for Kirikiriroa. It's been around for probably 8 years now, but it definitely changed the identity of the school when a haka was made that was for the school and not sort of a general one for the area that we live in. And I think I was a student at the school when the haka changed. It's definitely a time where you felt the mana grow a little bit when you had your own uniqueness about us. And every time the hakas perform, boys get behind it and they're real keen and they get up for performing the haka. And it means a lot to the heart and the mana for many of these boys. And look, I've been out of the school for nearly 7 years now, but it's a haka that you don't forget. It's one that you can always perform when you need to at special events.
Kia ora, Zach. Yes, I do want to tautoko your kōrero, and just for the whānau out there that want to know a little bit more about that haka, it was composed, in fact, to represent the values of the lion on the school crest. Makes many connections to our local area, our mana whenua, and in fact, a popular saying there, and the whakatauki that I started us off with, Waikato Tani Whārau, he piko he tani wha. The tani wha, a metaphor for a chief. Our kura make this link to emphasise special qualities of a leader that has survived the test of time, and also makes connections, Zach, to our school crest, attributes such as honour, bravery, strength, pride, and a sense of responsibility. So definitely looking forward to that haka from Kirikiriroa as we saw Tauranga head on into the sheds. We're minutes away now, whānau, from kickoff, and both sides will come out shortly and get on this beautiful papatakaro.
Exciting things to come. Just some boys to watch out for today. Going to the reserve bench, Sturm, another under-15 player who's made it to one of our first and seconds teams. Very talented halfback at the under-15 level. I don't know if he'll be coming on as a halfback today, but he's definitely one to watch. Little brother of sort of a Kirikiriroa first 15 legend over the last couple of years, Liam Sturm, and he definitely has the talent to match him there. So I'll be excited to see how he goes when he gets on the field. Talking to Mr. Katani and Mr. Turuki, he's still expected to play in the under-15A's game after school today, so it'll be a good one for him to back up. Another one to look at will be Jack Patterson, year 13, captain of the team today due to the injury and of the usual captain, and the boys, they get around him quite a lot. And
I'm real intrigued, Zach, to see the 4-pack from Tauranga and how they're going to be able to size up with Kirikiriroa. We did see Hunter Carson actually go down injured in the warm-up, so the backline battle as well will be interesting. But I think if the 4-packs can get some momentum and win set piece, then they're going to lay a nice foundation here for their sides respectively, as we can see a Kapa Haka group from Kirikiriroa, they've made their way over to the school's pavilion, and they will welcome their side onto the field now. So let's sit back at te whānau and enjoy this welcome. Ka mau te wehi kirikiriro, we do see Tauranga Boys. They've now come through and just on the 10-metre line, so let's see what happens next, whānau. I didn't expect Zach for Tauranga to also perform a haka, so that was also good to see from Tauranga Moana.
Always great to start the battle that way. Moments of silence to start. Well deserved for what the events that have happened at Kirikiriroa this week, and great respect from the boys. But awesome to see them follow up with a great haka led by Kerry Higgins, who I've seen lead many strong haka over the years he's been here, and there's a lot of passion in that.
So here we go, e te whānau. We're moments away now from kickoff, and we do see Tauranga with possession, so they will get us underway. And we do have referee, I believe it is Aaron Patterson, I believe. So good to see an experienced referee take charge of this second 15 final. E te tīmata mai a Tauranga, so I'm expecting them to go deep here and put some pressure on Kirikiriroa early, as we do see Kirikiriroa gain possession. It was taken there by their 12, and we do see the strong carry here from Vuniwai, who went over the advantage line, but Tauranga aggressive on D. Movement here for Kirikiriroa. Lawson, I believe. Emmett. So Campen, sorry, he's out. Then they're going to look to exit here through Te Whare, who's give it a good nudge. It's bounced nicely here for Kirikiriroa, and Tauranga are going to clean this up in return, but unfortunately for Kirikiriroa, Campen has knocked that on, so Tauranga with an early advantage.
Exciting opening play. Lovely kick by Kieran Stefati there. Found grass, and it's always a positive. And if that catch had gone to hand, Kirikiriroa in a strong position there, but Tauranga find themselves within just outside the 22-metre line. Great time to strike, and what a way to start a game if they can cross over some points here.
And Kakari here for Tauranga. And that's going to be fed by their halfback Emmett, so I'm expecting a nice wide strike here from Tauranga unless they want to get to phases and build towards the try line. As the referee calls set, but it has collapsed on the far side, so we are going to see a repeat or a reset scrum here. Tauranga ball. And just on that, Zach, I do think like this early mistake there from Kirikiriroa. I think the errors will be costly in this one.
Yeah, I'll probably expect a few handling errors with the rain we've had this week. The little bit wet turf, it's been used quite a bit over the last. You know, it's not going to be easy running rugby today.
Buraju on Te Papa Tākoro, so ball will be slippery. As you see Emmett feed here, and he goes off. And there's a wraparound play here, but just a nice strong carry here from Evans. But it's good defence, the ball's come loose. It's in fact a knock on here, so advantage here for Tauranga. Referee lets this play, I do like it. And they do return here for Tauranga. And there, Horan's able to link up with his outside. So Kirikiriroa scrambling on D. Jackson out, ball hits the ground. But there's a knock on there as well, and Patterson has seen this, he's blown the whistle, and it will be a kakari here for Kirikiriroa, so good defensive work from them.
Good even match-up there. Tauranga making ground on the outside, and it probably shows they need to shift it wide to make some ground. Kirikiriroa, strong defence in the middle, pushing them back, but it shows how good a good referee can be for a game. The knock-on, he let it play, and Tauranga definitely had a chance out wide to get some reward for that. Yeah,
it was a great return play. They tried to find space out there. They just weren't able to make anything much out on the open. So both teams with early opportunities. We probably want to see Kirikiriroa get a bit of territory and make their way down the other end of the field, as Campen made an early error, so I'm sure he's going to be looking to make up for that early one. As we see a split backline here for Kirikiriroa. The fill-in fullback here, Rata. But they do go to the right side, and there is a nudge here from Campen, but it's straight down the throat to Tauranga, and there's a bit of space here. It's good evasion here from Tauranga, so they've got the ball on halfway, and they've gone out to Jackson, who's tucked it onto his forwards. Some ruck pressure from Kirikiriroa, but good clean out from Tauranga. Carry here, and he's broken the first tackle as Wales just buffs the boot back 10 metres, so he'll go scrambling for that later. And another bump off here, Campen, as Emmett goes back to Jackson. He's gone to his forwards. There's a backdoor, beautiful play here from Tauranga, and I believe it's Harris. He's out in the open, his links up wide. It's off the foot, so that should be play on, and he dives on it, but he's knocked it on there. So a few big carries here from Tauranga, and unfortunately they weren't able to execute because they were very close there, Zach, to scoring early.
Very exciting to start off with there, Stefan. Break after break, some good strong tackles on defence, but Tauranga being very patient and finding gaps through the middle. Quick phases, and then the gaps have come really smart plays, and they look very structured and strong here.
It's a good start here from Tauranga. They find themselves inside Kirikiriroa's Roa Te Kaumā Roa. But Kirikiriroa, they will have the kakari here, as one of the forwards for Tauranga he's got a problem there. He's just on sorting out his boot. So looking for Kirikiriroa to exit and execute well here. They kicked off the halfback and just found the hands of the outside backs for Tauranga. So they want to kick it into space. As Ken's Te Whare at first 5 Wales, the second 5, can also kick well, but it's a penalty here for Kirikiriroa, so that'll relieve some pressure.
That's going to relieve a lot of pressure. Tauranga have been dominant in these first opening minutes, and Kirikiriroa needed that penalty. Hopefully it relieves some pressure and they can go to the Rarangi line-out to help them get their first attacking play.
We see the forwards there from Kirikiriroa. They're just delivering some early comms. And it is in fact that Rarangi Poto 5-man here for Kirikiriroa. And they've got their big number 8, Viniwai, outside. Ken Stefani, but stolen there from Tauranga. They've charged straight towards the Roa Te Kaumarua. As Emmett, he goes to his captain, McKinley. Good carry. The referee's got advantage here for Tauranga. Back to the open side as Jackson. He links up with Harris, but unfortunately Spice just couldn't gather that possession. So early opportunity here for Tauranga. And I'm interested to see whether they go for the 3 points here, Zach, or whether they go to the Rarangi.
Yeah, I think great turnover, great pressure at the Rarangi by Tauranga. They've gone to the Rarangi looking to get a probably drive over. Kokiri driving more to secure their first points. Interesting in a final not to take the 3 early on, but if they convert here and get the 7, that'll be well worth the risk.
Well, they have started well here, Zach, and their line-out does look good early. And they are only Arima Mita Kite Piro, so interested to see how Kirikiriroa defend this. And they do stay down, they don't go for this. But there's a wraparound play here for Tauranga, and they're going over. Can he get it down? He does. And that's a beautiful first up try for Tauranga.
Yeah, there's only one word to describe that, Stefan. That's scrumptious. Off the back of the driving maul, tipped onto the prop, that Taikato Smith, and he can't stop him from that close. He crashes over the line, puts it down for their first try of the game, first pedal of the game, as their number 10 lines up at the pedal to get the extra 2 points. We know how crucial these can be in big games.
Yeah, great stuff there from Tauranga, and Kirikiriroa, they're in a huddle there. They want to get their comms sorted and try and get some momentum back nice and early in this Kemi Whetu portal. So it is Rima ki te kore early on here, whānau. It's a tough conversion here for Tauranga, but he strikes it well, as a matter of fact, and it's just slightly wide, so unlucky there. But good start here for Tauranga. So back to the Waingapu. Kirikiriroa will get us back underway.
Yep, big restart here for Kirikiriroa. They're going to need to come off and make some dominant tackles and put pressure on the Tauranga early on. 5-0 down early on. They haven't had any territory so far, and so it's a crucial sort of next 5 to 10 minutes for Kirikiriroa to assert some dominance.
And we do see the kickoff there, but the referee's called offside. So Kirikiriroa, they just need to be a bit more clinical in terms of the execution. And we're going to see a kākari here at the Waingapu for Tauranga Moana.
Yeah, quite a young second 15 team, and first probably big game that many of them have played in. And look, you make those errors, but hopefully as they get comfortable, the decision making improves.
We did see a split backline from Kirikiriroa, but this time from Tauranga, they've gone and stacked their left side there. So I'm interested to see whether they go that way or they might switch on over, and the halfback there does go towards the right side, so a bit of trickery there, but Wales did a good job of just coming through, and he charged that down, but Tauranga still had possession. So they may look to exit here as they go through phases. A good offload there for their lock, and they've gone to the open. Tauranga, they got numbers out here. There's an overlap, and can they execute? They're making their way past the Waingapu. Kirikiriroa on defence, and still space out wide here for Tauranga. And they do get hands here, and it's open play here for Tauranga. They've actually broken free. There's a chip over the top here by the 14, Emmett. And it bounces perfectly for him. That's a try. Emmett, the number 14 from Tauranga, with a beautiful chip over the top. Zach, a regather, and he dots down in the other corner.
Lots of space outside for Tauranga, and they found that space nearly every time. Awesome stuff by Toby Wells to put the kicker under pressure and to, put them on the back foot a little bit. But Tauranga scrambled really well, slowed it down, found space out wide, and they've got reward for that. But Tauranga looking very dangerous here. Kirikiriroa are going to have to find something to match them. Otherwise, they could find them get too far away to catch up.
Yeah, Kirikiriroa, they don't want Tauranga to get too far ahead early on in this first half. They just struggled to be clinical and made a few errors early, and it has cost them. So they'll look to communicate and get some comms going in regards to how they can get themselves back in this one. As the ball, unfortunately, it's fallen here for the 10 from Tauranga Jackson, but he decides to drop kick it over right from the sideline, Zach.
I mean, for a young guy to see the ball fall off the tee and then have to drop kick it, and then to stay the composure and kick it over the post, that's clutch, honestly.
That is clutch, and so Paira wa atu tō mahi there, Jackson the 10 from Tauranga, and we're going to see Kirikiriroa, they're onside this time, but unfortunately they've now just kicked it out on the full Cairns to whare, unfortunately. So it will be another mistake here from Kirikiriroa as the referee walks towards the Waingapu, the halfway mark.
Yeah, Kirikiriroa here just making some unforced errors. Finals times are always nerve-wracking, and it's about how you handle that pressure. And right now, Tauranga are doing a better job of handling that pressure and executing. And look, still lots of time left for Kirikiriroa. They've just got to take a step back, calm down, and do what they do well. Yeah,
Kirikiriroa, just a few speed bumps early on in this one, Zach, and they'll look to rectify their mistakes, and they're going to have to do that through their defence as Emmett looks to feed the scrum. But it's another reset here from Patterson, the referee, who's done a nice job early here officiating this game.
Yeah, I think from the opening segments, the scrum's going to be key for Kirikiriroa. They look like they've got a little bit of a push on against Tauranga so far. And so this is where they've got to try and assert their dominance and get some momentum and put Tauranga on the back foot a little bit.
And the referee calls set, so Emma does feed, and he looks to go the right side, but it's come out here for Campen, and he's just nudged that through, but Tauranga cleaned it up nicely, and they've gone through their back line. Harris, who's linked up with his outside winger. So the ball out on the edge here for Tauranga. Kirikiriroa need to be careful on defence, make sure that they're onside, and also hold their discipline. More phases here for Tauranga, and Wales is just overshot there, so they got some open space. There's lots of space out here for Tauranga as their number 19, Baker, gives it back in a little switch play here from Tauranga. A chip over the top, so Rata's got the ball, but there was no advantage, and I did call it not long ago in terms of the offside. The referee's seen that, and so they've pinged Kirikiriroa. They just need to hold their discipline as well.
Toby Wales just looking up, and as most players would, just make that instinctive tackle, but not realising a ruck had been formed outside him. Again, he's bringing the energy for Kirikiriroa so far, and he's coming off a hamstring injury over the last couple of weeks, and can see his legs heavily strapped. But he's up for this.
And Tauranga, good nudge there, so it's gone well inside. Adaroa te kaumaro for Tauranga. In fact, I'd say a wawaru, a mita, ki te pero. Ararangi here to Tauranga. And they'll look to maul again. Will they pull another trick play and catch Kirikiriroa by surprise? Or will they keep it simple when they do? It is a more, and they are going to try and get to the kōkiri. It's going forward. They've got momentum. Tauranga, Kirikiriroa, they're going to want to be careful, and it's over there for Tauranga. So Horan, the hooker from Tauranga, scores, and it's been absolutely clinical to start off this second 15 final from Tauranga boys. Zach.
They're driving more. The kōkiri looks dominant here. 2 tries off the kōkiri, and again, discipline letting Kirikiriroa down there. Penalties giving Tauranga territory, and then when Tauranga are in there, Te Aurua, Te Kaumārua, they're pretty clinical, and they'll continue to indulge in these rewards if Kirikiriroa keep giving them the opportunity.
I'm going to have to agree. Look, Kirikiriroa, they just need to keep things simple. We've seen 2 mistakes from the kickoff. Just get those basics right and they can try and get themselves back in this game. But it's over to Jackson now, the Tauranga first 5, who started off really well this game and unfortunately swings that to the left. So it is a good advantage here to Tauranga.
I think that makes it 17-0 at the moment. You know, if I was Jackson after his drop kick attempt, I would moving away from the tee and going back to the old school drop kicks at goal. Let's see if Kirikiriroa can execute Toby Wales to take this kickoff.
So Wales, he'll take the kickoff. He's taken over those duties. It's a spiral kick and it's gone straight down. It's actually a high tackle from Tauranga, so Kirikiriroa will get some position, and if they can build phases and score here and try and get themselves back in this game, as Belden, he makes a strong carry. Campen out to Te Whare Wales, throws a dummy and runs himself with a good fend and pop pass off the ground, but a mistake there, so no advantage, and we'll go back to the high tackle. So Kirikiriroa, they'll have a penalty here. I'm picking they'll definitely want to get to their Rārangi.
Great opportunity for Kirikiriroa to get some momentum back here if they can get over for a pedal. They're going to put it into the corner, look up to set that Rārangi, driving more. Hopefully they can convert some points for their case and get back in this game, but it's crucial they score the next points to make sure they stay within touch of Tauranga.
And they just want to execute Kirikiriroa. They weren't quite able to regain possession at their last Rārangi, so they just want to get hands on ball and get to their drive, and it is good here for Kirikiriroa. So let's see what they can do here as they do go backwards. So Tauranga aggressive on D, and they've decided to go out back. Wales throws a dummy, and he's just carrying nice and simple stuff here. He's over the advantage line, but can he get the ground? No, it's in fact stolen there from Tauranga, so that's good work from them, and it's a boxy from Emmett, but Kirikiriroa are able to gather possession. So Cameron goes towards the blind side, and Wales throws it back to the open as a Reihana. Not far out now. Coming around the corner, we see Vuniwai. He cuts back inside. He's a little bit isolated, but he has made a couple of metres there. Campen. Ball to ground, but nicely tied it up there from Arata. Just need to be patient, Kirikiriroa, as Campen. He gives it out to Lawson. Lawson, sorry. And the same way here for Kirikiriroa. Ball in here, back to the open again. Is there space out wide here? They're very close here, Kirikiriroa. The referee's got his hand out again, and it is a penalty. So good phases there from Kirikiriroa, Zach.
A couple strong runs from the loose forwards of Kirikiriroa. Vunuai, good strong run up on this side of the field. Made some metres, and then Jack the Cow Patterson making some strong metres down the far side.
Quick play here for Kirikiriroa. Vunuai tapped it and ran, and so they're going to go to the pick and goes here. Kirikiriroa. Saxon, strong year 12 ball carrier. He's very close. Another pick and go here for Kirikiriroa. The referee's got his arm out again, and Wales is screaming for the ball. Half a metre out here to Te Whare. Kiwa Rata. He's very close. Half a metre here for Kirikiriroa. Wales, he wants to have a crack, and he does, but he's centimetres here, Whānau, from the try line. Cameron the Boys, it's gone to the blind, and that's it. Beautiful try there from the number 1, Lawson. Well done to Kirikiriroa. They get themselves back in this Kemu.
Go over for the pedal there, and they remain nice and patient. Slowed it down, went to work around the ruck, and they got the reward. Lawson, year 11, crashed over the line, and he's a hard worker. He gets around. He's one that definitely deserves the rewards when he gets them.
And a good job from Kirikiriroa. They needed to stop this momentum because Tauranga Boys absolutely on fire to start off this Kemu Whitu Poro. There was te kauma whitu ki te kore. But now with that pedal to Kirikiriroa, they brought it down to just a te kauma rua, a pedal in this one. So, and another opportunity for another 2 points for Kirikiriroa. And that is a good strike there from Kirikiriroa. So 17 points to 7.
Cooper Young with the lovely strike there, and he sits at the front of my business studies class and talks about how good his goal kicking is, and he's really proved it there. One from the sideline under pressure, so well done, Cooper.
Great work from Kirikiriroa. They needed that to stay in touch. This Super 8 second 15 final brought to you by Whakata Māori. And Tauranga, they're going to get us back underway on the Waipu. Good kickoff from them. It's going to land just outside the Rua, te kauma Rua. As Kirikiriroa go to ground and they want to exit and get out of their own half. And Te Whare does put boot to ball, but Tauranga, they're going to return this. The possession here, arms out, in fact, to Kirikiriroa. And holding on from Tauranga, so well done Kirikiriroa. They've started to swing this momentum.
Lovely chase by the Kirikiriroa. Josh Leihana leading the chase there. Isolated, and he went straight for the ball and he got the reward. Look what one try can do for a team's momentum. They're on their Waingapu here looking to kick for touch. Oh, but Toby Wales hasn't got it all, and we're back in play.
Back in play here, Tauranga. They're going to look to exit, and it is a great strike there. So just these little errors from Kirikiriroa still creeping in their game. They want to win and go back to back. They're going to have to eliminate those mistakes, Zach.
Yeah, that's 100% correct, Stefan. And it's always tough when you have a couple of late injuries come through and having to reset your lineup. But nonetheless, it's a final, and you've just got to win by 1 point, and you've got to execute to make sure you get that.
Tauranga here to Kirikiriroa, good execution from them. So Wales, he does link up here with his backs. Arata, great bend, and he's given it nice here to Dean, who's nudged it straight out on the full. So it's another mistake here. It's going to be at Arangi to Tauranga.
There's a lot of space out there and a lot of danger. Kiwarata offers a lot of danger. He's quite an elusive character. I call him slippery. But, you know, his league background, a lot of these boys have those league backgrounds, means they're always dangerous as soon as they get into some space.
And I hear from the rumour mill, Zach, that Kirikiriroa might even have a rugby league team this year. But let's focus on the rugby union as Tauranga go to Rarara, gets over the top and picked up nicely here. So possession to Kirikiriroa, and Campen finds Saxon, I believe. Driven back from Tauranga, so strong defence from them. Te Whare out to Young. Return play here for Lawson, the try scorer. And we're going back same way here. Wales, can he link up with his number 8 Viniwai? And he does. So good phases from Kirikiriroa. Off to the co-captain Patterson. He needs to get to ground. He's able to do that, so building phases nicely. Kirikiriroa. Wales, can he link up? It is a good pass. There's space here for Rata. He gives it outside here to Kirikiriroa. There's space out here. He throws the ball inside and inside the Roa Te Kaumāroa now. Kirikiriroa. And a strong carry there from their foot. A good pop pass off the bushel. But Tauranga counter ruck, and I think the referee's happy with that because his arm's not out, so it's going to be a play on, and it's in fact a penalty there for Tauranga.
Exciting plays there. There's lots of space outside again for Kirikiriroa, and I think that's where the space is going to be in this game. They've got to do the hard work to earn the right to get it wide. But good ground, and Luke Phillips, he is not the largest man on the field, but he is very strong. He's in my under-15Bs team last year, and he made some big tackles, and he had very strong for his size.
Promising stuff from Kirikiriroa in terms of their phases. Just building nicely, and that'll give them confidence moving into the later stages of this first half. But we will have a Rarangi here to Tauranga. And it's nicely done there through Charlton. Off to Emmett, and he's gone towards his big forwards. That's Taikato Smith. But the referee's got the arm out. He doesn't like what he's seen at the breakdown there, and it will be a penalty to Tauranga. So unlucky there for Kirikiriroa, but you just got to be clinical at the breakdown, Zach.
Yeah, not rolling away was the call there. Looked like Jack Patterson was on the ball, but the tackler hadn't rolled away, which meant he didn't have all rights to that. Unfortunate there for Kirikiriroa, but you know, they're getting into their work a little bit more now, and now it's starting to become a very tight contest.
Penalty here for Tauranga. Just on the Waingapu. He does strike. I'm not sure if it's going to go out. Tap, no, it is out, in fact. So good nudge there from Tauranga. They're going to work their way towards the Roa Te Kaumāroa. And Kirikiriroa, they'll need to be clinical on defence and not let Tauranga continue to build a strong lead. Rarangi here. Looks like they will go to the Kokiri. And in fact, there might be another trick play. It is. It's a good run there, but it's a knock-on from Tauranga. So Kirikiriroa, they want to make the most of this advantage and use it. Rata, he links up nicely here with his outside back. It's a good step there from Dean. Dean's in open space. He needs to be patient. He gets back to his feet. And counter-rucking here from Tauranga is nice. It slows down possession, and Reihana goes to work through a carry himself. Campen back out to Tawhare. Links up, backdoor play here to Wales. He puts a little grubber kick through here. It's bounced and it goes towards touch, and it is going to be a Rarangi here on the Waingapu.
I think that was touched by Tauranga too, so it's going to be Kirikiriroa ball. Wales very good at thinking on his feet. Little grubber through. It's touched the Tauranga player, and now Kirikiriroa have the advantage as they... Looks like they might have the line out on their Waingapu here.
Kirikiriroa, they're starting to grow confidence after a bit of jitters early on in this first half. We see Reihana with the pull, and he tries to find his lock there, Bushel, and he does a good job. So Te Whare out to Wales, who just carries, and he needs to go to ground and does a nice job there. So phases here for Kirikiriroa. Nice carry here from Saxon. Campen, he goes the same way. Nice strong carry here again. He's broken a tackle. And it's a return play for Kirikiriroa. They're just building phases through their forwards, and is there space here for Kirikiriroa? A switch play here through Young, but he's ran straight into a brick wall from Tauranga. It's nice strong defence there from Taikato Smith, and he's driven him backwards, and now Tauranga have shown a bit of aggression at the breakdown, and the ball's gone to ground. It's a knock-on, in fact, unfortunately for Reihana, so good work there from Tauranga.
Yeah, Kirikiriroa looking like didn't really have much plan going forward there, and thinking on their feet a little bit, and sometimes that works and sometimes that doesn't, and we can just see that there was a little bit of confusion in the midfields between Wales and Young there, and it's resulted in the error a phase or so later.
Kakari here to Tauranga. The entire back line, in fact, is out on the open side. So I'm looking forward to see what they can bring here, but the referee has seen something at the scrum, and they've tapped early and gone here. They want to get back in this game. Young, he goes out to Phillips, who's tackled out on the edge, back for Kirikiriroa. Another good carry here. Same way for Kirikiriroa. Hammond, he's gone out to Wales. Can he link up with anyone? No, he's held the ball. Campen goes the same way. Off to Dean. And that's good work there from Viniwa, who had to go into halfback, and he's now got possession himself. Just need to stick to the basics here, Kirikiriroa, as Hammond goes for a run, and Kirikiriroa tries to strip the possession, and referee calls back, which is the right call. Camper now out to Lawson. Great defensive work from Tauranga. If they can be patient, the ball hits the ground. Wales, nothing happening, so we go back to a penalty. I believe it's for a high tackle.
Yeah, very even play there. Sinton Bowden's had some very good runs as Vinawai gets us underway. Big, strong run.
Strong one here for Kirikiriroa. They've decided to just tap these penalties and go. They just want to swing momentum. The ball's hit the ground too many times for Kirikiriroa. They need to find ball to hand in. But I do like the fact that they're just wanting to get on with the game. As Campen finds the co-captain Patterson. And we're going open here, Wales. Tip tackle there from Tauranga. They want to watch out for that. It's not good work. I see Wales is still on the ground, so referee, let's play continue. We did give the ref credit for that, for just letting the game flow, but no advantage there for Kirikiriroa.
Yeah, I think that at times here Kirikiriroa might just have to slow down and not rush things so much. There's a lot of time, there's a lot of space for them, but I think they just sometimes get a little bit frantic. If the ball goes to the ground, they just need to dive in it, recover it, and just reset again. But I think the ball's going to ground at the moment. They're getting a little bit worried, and they're just trying to do things that probably aren't what you should be doing in a Super 8 final.
Yeah, good kōrero from you there, Zach, and I definitely agree. I was actually very interested as well to see what Kirikiriroa would do here. If they kicked the three, then it would bring it to just a converted try, as Tauranga do lead in terms of tries, 3 tries to 1, but they do want to go to the Ararangi, and so I'm picking there's going to be a kōkiri here to Kirikiriroa.
You just made sure it went out there. Didn't make as much ground as probably he wanted to, but at least it's gone out. They've got the ball inside their it's Kaumaroa, and they're ready to strike with the short line out.
Ararangi, poto to Kirikiriroa. It's good work, but the ball's hit the ground again, and Tauranga, they've cleaned that up nicely. And so they will have possession, and they'll look to exit. And that's exactly what they do, as they've nudged it down to Phillips. Good take from him as Arata. He needs to link up here with Wales, and Wales looks to the corner, but he has found space, so the ball is rolling though, and he wants it to hold up. As Spice, he turns and decides to run, and he's actually found a bit of space here. And the referee, he didn't like the late hit from Kirikiriroa. So again, a discipline issue here for Kirikiriroa. They've let Tauranga march all the way down towards the Waingapu, and it is a penalty to Tauranga.
Again, ill discipline there, just a bit of frustration coming out, I think. And they've given away a penalty and put themselves under pressure just before half-time. As he kicks it out for half-time, and that's the end of the half.
So good work from Tauranga. They've done well. They've definitely been the team on top in this first half. The second 15 final in the Super 8 competition. And we will head to a break at Te Whānau, and we will see you shortly.
Funding is a real challenge. We know that a lot of schools face that ongoing, and the reality is if you go to a lower decile school in New Zealand, you are less likely to be able to afford to participate in sport.
Obviously, having come through it myself with kids and being one of those kids myself who played sport, I know how much it defined who I was. And now being able to go, I can't fix it all, but we can help and try and give to those people who are going through really tough time. It's a real privilege, but you know, for us, we want to see others get involved in this. This is not a selfish thing for Apollo. This is about how can we get, whether it's construction or other businesses, to get involved in this.
There's a lot of things that kids miss out on, and so to have businesses step up and want to be involved and to help is a game changer for schools. It really is.
Hey. Sport is about more than just the game. It's about going from teammates to best mates. It's the high fives and helping hands. It's learning when to back yourself or back your buddies. It's actually being excited to get out of bed early on a Saturday. Sport is about more than just the game. That's why Caltex is proud to help fuel school sports.
Global warming is incredibly serious. We need to cut emissions, but we need to also absorb carbon out of the atmosphere. Growing trees is the only tool we have in the toolbox for taking carbon out of the atmosphere that we can do at scale. Pinus radiata takes carbon out of the atmosphere at about 5 to 10 times the rate of native planting. And so what New Zealand Carbon Farming are doing is planting the Pinus radiata to absorb the carbon, and then they're transitioning that forest into native forest so that we get the biodiversity benefit.
Ladies and gentlemen,
this isn't about what we wore back in the day.
We're going to go now. Going once, going twice. No more offers. Sold!
It's about being trusted to get a better result for our clients since 1973.
Morena, beautiful people.
Look at me. Look at her.
Wow.
Too much.
Sounds ominous.
Keep our kaumatua cool.
Oh, you went all the way to the KKK, eh?
Yeah. Hurry up!
Okay. Make Māori Plus your mate. Download the app today.
Nau mai haramai anō e te whānau. Ki te kura tōroa nā tai tamatane o Kirikiri Roa. And it's lunchtime here at Hamilton Boys High School. We can see the school making their way towards the field. But as a matter of fact, we have Tauranga Boys with a good lead here. Te kaumā whitu ki te whitu. So we've seen some beautiful play here. Chip over the top, a few tries in the corner, and we've even seen a drop kick from the corner there, Zach. And what are you expecting to see from both sides coming into the second half?
Expect Tauranga to continue on how they've been going. They've been clinical, they've been excellent so far, putting a lot of pressure on the boys' high back line, and then just being clinical inside their Rua Te Kaumā Rua with those three piro they've scored today. I'd hope from Kirikiri Roa that they work on that execution a little bit, be a little bit more clinical and make sure of things. Just slow down their efforts, make decisions that are going to help them win the Super 8 final. That's the key to winning these big games.
I'm going to have to agree. We do see Kirikiri Roa, they'll switch over sides, and they do need to sort out some of their errors, stick to the basics, get their discipline right, and they'll be able to find their way back into this game, especially with the mana of their kura coming to the front field. Tauranga, you know, they were very hungry coming into this match. We saw that in the first half. Lots of confidence coming from there. So if they're able to replicate what they're able to do, I can see them taking away the Super 8 second 15 title in 2024.
Good start to the double header here for both schools with the first 15s playing tomorrow, and let's hope it continues to the second half of this game and into the game tomorrow.
So we can see Kirikiri Roa, they'll get us underway on the Waingapu Wales kicks off nicely, so they've kicked it inside the Rotorua as Tauranga Boys. They're going to look to exit here. Just bull phases with their forwards. Good run here from the Tauranga 4-pack. And they're going to exit nice and early, so good mahi from Tauranga as the ball hits the ground, but Rata, he's got possession now. Ken's to Whare. Runs around Tauranga defense. Is he able to link up? It's a good run here from Te Whare. He needs to find his teammates, and he's able to do that through Young, but Young driven backwards, and Tauranga's blitzed the ruck and come through the side, unfortunately, was the number 18 Skulls for Tauranga, so it is early advantage to Kirikiriroa. And they've gone to the tap, sorry Zach, they've gone to the tap again. I'm surprised around this strategy, but it does mean that they can keep possession and just continue to build phases, and the referee has his arm out again as Tauranga look to hold Kirikiriroa up in the air, and no advantage, so it's right out in front here, Zach, so I'm very interested to see Kirikiriroa. They're pointing to the posts, and that's exactly what they do.
Yeah, discussing with Matua Grant next to me at lunchtime, and you know, he suggested they probably should have done this before half-time as well, and they've got another opportunity just after half-time. Cooper Young to step up, and hopefully he can continue his 100% record. But good strong start here from Kirikiriroa. Gets them within a converted try if he gets this over.
Yeah, Kirikiriroa, they just need to edge their way back into this game, reduce that margin, and perhaps take the lead. But we've seen a lot of great mahi from Tauranga, so it's definitely not going to be easy for them. As we see Young line this up, it's a penalty right out in front. He strikes it well, and that's over. So Te Kauma Whitu ki te te kau. Tauranga still with the lead.
Yeah, probably not his best strike, but I think he was there just to make sure it went over the post and guarantee the points for them. So they bring them back in. They're hanging in there, Kirikiriroa, and as long as you can hang in there, you're always in with a chance.
And back to the Waingapu. Tauranga, they'll get us underway again. At the tīmata, Jackson, he's had a great first half here, and he nudges the ball straight down to Saxon. So Kirikiriroa with possession, off to the 4-pack. Just a few high carries here for Kirikiriroa, and Tauranga trying to hold them in the air, but they're able to pass the pull, and Patterson, he's carried as well. Campen, back to the blind side, Wales. Another offload for Kirikiriroa. And back to the open, so phases here for Kirikiriroa as strong defence again comes in from Tauranga. Te Whare. Off here, there's going to be space out wide, and Kirikiriroa able to link up here. But unfortunately, for Kirikiriroa, it is a forward pass.
Yeah, actually, Kirikiriroa is probably the best set play they've had so far in this game. They were able to take down, and they made some good position. It's a shame for a little unforced error forward pass on the outside, but as I've said quite a few times today, the space is on the outside, and you've got to play to deserve that.
Yeah, just as we mentioned, a maka whakamua ki Kirikiriroa, so te kakari will be for Tauranga out on this edge. We see the replacement halfback for Tauranga, Skulls. He's going to feed possession as the referee Patterson calls set. So Tauranga with a wide strike here, they're just going to carry and keep it basic, and there's a pop pass off the ground, they're in space, and it's another chip over the top for the 18. He's going to get possession and he's going to score. So Skulls for Tauranga. That's the second chip and chase try that they've had this game, Zach, and it's worked out wonders for them.
Yeah, 23 there for Tauranga. Made a great pass off the deck. created so much space, lack of protection around the ruck for Kirikiriroa and the spaces there. And then a little chip over the top for the second time in the game we've seen. They've gathered it really nicely, and he's gone down for the pedal and puts himself back in front.
And Tauranga, they've extended their lead now, as we do see the students from Kirikiriroa make their way towards the field. So I think Kirikiriroa are going to need all the support they can get to finish this game strong, because for me, Tauranga, they've got one hand on the shield. But we have seen miracles as Jackson lines this conversion and he strikes it well. And that's over.
That puts them 14 points in front. It'll be 2 converted tries that Kirikiriroa need to get themselves back in this, but it's definitely not out of reach with the support from the school and the kura out here now. You know, you'd hope to see these boys pick up for this later parts of the second half.
Aroa te kau mā whā ki te te kau. Wales, he's going to get us underway again. The co-captain. And that's a good kick-off here, but Tauranga respond with a exit kick, and it's kicked right back towards the Waingapu. So Rārangi here for Kirikiriroa.
Good exit there by Tauranga, and now Kirikiriroa need to attack out their own half. So they go, looks like short line out. Vanuai's out in the back line just outside of Kieran's Te Whare, as well as Hammond by the looks of it.
And a bit of confusion, that line out time for Kirikiriroa. And Tauranga have stolen possession. That's a huge carry there from Varese. Well over the advantage line, as Charlton was the decoy, and now they've been able to link up here through Spice, who gives it off to his outside, and Scholes is giving it to Jackson, who gives it out to the 20th. That's a knock on there, but referee calls backwards, so play on continues here for Tauranga. Scholes back out to Charlton, using his legs to drive there over the advantage line. Same way here for Tauranga. They've got numbers out here on the edge. They're able to link up here. Tauranga. And he's close to the touchline. He's in fact out. So it will be Rārangi here to Kirikiriroa.
Good strong ball running looked at by the number 6, Charlton from Tauranga. He's been epic today. Working hard, making hard runs, hitting rucks, making big tackles, and he's been a big difference in that forward pack for Tauranga. As subs come on, it looks like LJ Maihi coming onto the field. For Hunter Hammond.
Maihi, a stocky forward, bring a bit of physicality for Kirikiriroa, and they just need to execute at set piece time. Bit of confusion, they didn't actually get a jumper in the air at all, and it's in fact not straight as well, so bit of confusion for Kirikiriroa, and it's costed them dearly with a kakari to Tauranga.
As we mentioned at half-time, Stefan, for Kirikiriroa to get back into this game, execution was going to be key, and so far the execution hasn't been that great, especially at Rārangi time. Now they've got a big defensive effort inside their rua, Tekoma Rua, to make sure that they stay within touching distance. Another try would be tough for them to come back here.
It would be tough for Kirikiriroa. They really need to work hard on defence here and keep Tauranga out if they want to stay in this Kemu. Defensive pressure from Campen, but the referee's got his arm out for offside, and it's a huge pass here to Tauranga. So it's a dart around the corner, and in fact the referee said offside, so it's back to the penalty for Tauranga. It's almost out in front, so it wouldn't surprise me, Zach, if they go to the 3, but
I think with their dominance in the forward pack, wouldn't it surprise me if they a bit of confusion here. They're getting calls from the sideline. They've gone to the Rārangi. They've been dominant here. Another driving maul probably. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if Kirikiriroa take a step back and don't contest this driving more, and then it has to go onto their backs.
Huge set piece here for both sides. One team trying to win this title here, and it's strong here from Tauranga. They've just marched straight towards the try line, and it is a pedal to Tauranga.
There's been dominance in that kōkiri today, the driving maul, and I think Kirikiriroa probably could have just not competed against the maul there and probably earned themselves a penalty or free kick for an offside call, but they've contested it, and Tauranga have found the reward there 3 times today. Most of the points have come on the outside through these arangis, and Jackson steps up to take another kick, and he's been spectacular in his decision-making and execution off the tee and in game.
And Tauranga, they extend their lead again. This is starting to become a huge haul for Kirikiriroa. As Jackson lines us up. And can he get the po pedal? He can't, so we will see a restart here at the Waingapu. Fantastic stuff here from Tauranga boys. They've been very energetic and clinical in this second 15 Super 8 fixture. But we have seen miracles happen, Zach. And Wales, he goes towards the Roa Te Kaumaroa. Good take there from Tauranga. They're confident now. They're just going to swing the ball all the way to the other side as they work it through their backs. Harris. Strong carry from Harris. As Scholes gets to the breakdown, Jackson. He gives it up, but that's strong defense there from the replacement, Mahi. Ball hits the ground for Tauranga, and might be a knock on there, but
LJ Mahi with the turnover.
Good turnover there, so Kirikiriroa will have possession as we see play here, just working through their pods. Same way here, the referee's got his arm out as well, Whānau, so what can Wales do? He links up with Phillips. That's a nice pass to Viniwa. He's been one of Kirikiriroa's best with his carries. Campen out to his forwards. It's no advantage for Kirikiriroa, so the referee calls the penalty. Will Kirikiriroa tap and go? They do. And that's rush defense from Tauranga, so that stops a bit of momentum, but Kirikiriroa do have possession. Pick and go here from Reihana. Campen, he goes out to Mahi, I believe. Bit messy here, but the ball does find the hand, so Kirikiriroa, he's a little bit isolated. But the referee's blown, and it is going to be a kakari here to Kirikiriroa.
Good strong runs. LJ Mahi's been pretty influential since he's come on. A few strong runs. He got the turnover down here on the 10-metre line, and yeah, he's had some impact here. And Vuniwai all game, he's run strong, and he's been really setting the standard for Kirikiriroa. They're going to have to strike here to make sure they stay within touching distance.
I think Kirikiriroa might be wise to go to their bench, get some impact to get themselves back in this game as we go to the kakari. It is Kirikiriroa possession. The referee's going to call a reset again, so we've seen a few collapsed scrums in this Kemu.
The footing will be pretty tough. Looking at the field from up here, it looks a bit ripped up, a bit torn up, and they've got to find some free space where the boys can get some grip in there. I wouldn't be surprised if we see Toby Wales run it at the line here. Strong runner. Is not inclined to pass most of the time, and so I think he might want to take them on if they come his way.
And it is a split backline again for Kirikiriroa. So let's see what they do. They got Viniwai off the back. Good carry from him. Wales helps him up with a pick and go. He doesn't want to get isolated though, Wales. Good blow over there for Kirikiriroa. And it's another carry for Viniwa. He wants to take charge of this game. He's half a metre from the try line. Kempen finds his forwards. That's very close for Kirikiriroa. It looked like he was over, but the referee's called a knock-on, I believe.
A knock-on over the line. It's that Caleb Puamo there, the reserve. Look, Penny Viniwa, he's been fantastic so far this game. One of the year 13 in this team, and he's been key as the goal line drop out.
So Kirikiriroa must have hit the ball stripped, and then Tauranga have grounded it. So it will be back to Kirikiriroa. Te Whare links up here to Wales. Again, he's going to have another carry. Offload there for him. Off to the co-captain, Patterson. Reihana takes the carry himself. The Nagari hooker for Kirikiriroa. Young. Back to the open, so strong carry from Bowden. He gets over the advantage line. Same way here for Kirikiriroa. Can they link up? Barata. Good offload there. And the ball's lost from Kirikiriroa, so just another mistake for Kirikiriroa, Zach.
Yeah, again, execution leading them down again. But look, there's lots of space there on the outside. They're making ground in and around the forwards. And there's been some serious impact from the benches. Replacement here is Whara on for Lawson. Hopefully he can make some impact. He's a prop that loves to run as well and has really good hands. So, you know, some ball-playing players coming onto the field for Kirikiriroa, and hopefully it opens up some chances for them the last 15 minutes.
And we're moving into the later half of the second half. Tauranga Boys with a good lead here. And it's another reset. Kirikiriroa just want to hold their discipline because they don't want to piggyback Tauranga towards the Waingapu.
Looks like Tauranga will go for the exit here. Down toward the hostel flats, and where some of our teachers, Andy Thompson and Atiwatai White, live.
Yeah, I can see that happening. Just Kirikiriroa a bit too eager at Te Kākari, so it is a painga here to Kirikiriroa. They're up, Rua te kau mā iwa ki te kau. Strong lead for Tauranga Boys as they try find touch, and they do so nicely.
Yeah, again, the penalties are just letting down Kirikiriroa today. As we see more replacements coming on. It's like number 22, that looks like Hunter's come on. Declared injured at the start of the game, but he's come onto the field as well for Wales, and as we get underway.
Tauranga off to their forwards. They've made some good replacements themselves as we see their fullback Spice. He's into contact. Jackson. Now the 10 switches it out to Massey. He cuts inside. Good carry there from him. Tauranga just keeping it basic here. Scholes off to Jackson again. Backdoor pass here to Harris. Harris, he's been strong today with his ball carries, but he's offloaded it straight to Kirikiriroa. So can they make something of this game? I can see Miller as well, the under-15s halfback. He's onto the field. Same way for Kirikiriroa. Phases here. Good strong carry from Mahi. Sorry, that's number 21, Ross, in fact. That's a nice carry from Mahi. Kirikiriroa well over the advantage line. But the referee has seen a knock on.
Again, just taking that ball into contact a little bit upright. It means the defence can have a go at it, shoulder on the ball or strip the ball, and we see a knock on. Kirikiriroa's forward pack reserves are making a big impact here, but they just can't seem to find that last bit of magic to get them over the line.
We've got a huddle, just a stoppage in play here. So the forwards for Kirikiriroa are there in a huddle. They're trying to get some comms going to try and swing momentum. We do have multiple changes. Wharawhara at 18, 21 for Kirikiriroa. Ross, who's actually come on as the replacement halfback, I believe. And Tauranga, they've got their own replacements. 19, Baker. At 20, Massey, and 21, Roberts.
Tauranga's defence has been epic so far down in their danger zone, and if they continue to work hard, they should get this over the line. There's not too long left as we get into the latter stages, and you know, Kirikiriroa are going to need to score quickly and very soon.
3 tries. Kirikiriroa need 3 tries in, 15 odd minutes, so it's a tough ask, and Tauranga, they want to keep it simple and probably exit straight from the scrum or kick the ball downfield and gain some territory. As we finally get to the Kākari, Skulls, he's going to feed for Tauranga. And they are going to exit through Jackson. It's not the greatest kick here, so Kirikiriroa do have an advantage in territory, Zach.
Yeah, Kirikiriroa need to execute here. They've struggled at Rarangi time. They get into a little huddle to make sure they all know what to do or all where to go, and they can execute here and strike through the middle with Vunuwai and Mahi, 2 real strong runners outside Hunter. There's definitely a threat.
And let's see how Kirikiriroa go. It is off to Patterson, their co-captain, so tidy work here for Kirikiriroa. Back inside there from Carson. Ross, he gives it off to his forwards. They go over their advantage line. Just the return play here. Mahi, he's been strong. And again to the replacement 18, Wharawhara. So good carry there from him. Building phases now, Kirikiriroa. They've got some momentum, but it's another knock on or a strip. It's a bit unlucky there for Kirikiriroa because I've seen Tauranga strip the ball a couple of times and the referee's called that a knock on.
Yeah, I think the ref was just on the wrong side of that. It looks like a knock on. It's always probably going to be called a knock on. But again, lots of room through in and around the rucks for Kirikiriroa at the moment, but they've just got to protect that ball into contact. Running an upright and Tauranga having free go at the strip.
So inside the Roa, Te Kaumaroa, Tauranga have possession. Skulls feeds it nicely, and it's a penalty here. So on Kirikiriroa, they're going to tap and go. Vunuwai, he wants to take charge. He just goes full speed into the Tauranga defence. Bowden, he gets driven backwards, so. And it's another carry. The ball goes back. Ross, he gives it out to Carson. Rata links up nicely here. Kirikiriroa, can he stay in? No, but it's another offside penalty to Tauranga. They want to be careful with their discipline and not give away penalties down the end of the field. Otherwise, we might see cards come out, Zach.
Yep, Kirikiriroa putting him under pressure here. I think that the tap's the way to go. They've got them inside the forwards as Vunuwai looks to run again, the big strong runner.
Vunuwai's 1 metre out, Kirikiriroa off to Saxon. Tauranga with hands on the ball. Trick play here for Kirikiriroa. To the blind, and Tauranga, they're very aggressive. Possession here, still looks like it's Kirikiriroa position. It is. Saxon. They're gone to the open. He tucks and run. Good tuck and run here. Very close, Ken Ross. He's off his feet. And it's another penalty here. And it's play on Ross. Tauranga, they're going to try and slow this game down. Carson, he just needs to link up. Cutter. Pass there, and it's a try in the corner for Kirikiriroa.
Good smart thinking, and it's excellent refereeing by Aaron Patterson to let that go. I think lots of rest would have stopped that, and look, as cramp sets in, I don't think it's a real reason for a ref to stop the game, and I've always believed that, and now they have the opportunity as our boys set up through the Haka behind the posts. Look, it puts them back in the game, 10 minutes to go. If Young can get this over, they stay within 2 converted tries.
Yeah, Tauranga, it isn't a bad strategy. You've got a big lead. You might want to slow the game down, let that clock tick away, because time is your friend, as we see students from Kirikiriroa Haka Tautoko, they want their team to make would be a remarkable comeback. Roa te kauma iwa ki te kauma rima. As we see a great conversion there from Kirikiriroa, that's Young. And so Kirikiriroa with another Roa Piro.
Coop with an amazing kick from the sideline. That's 2 now to keep his team within touching distance. And look, those kicks aren't easy, and they're key to the game. So that within 14 points here, and they're going to have to strike real quick here.
They are going to have to strike quickly. Time is of the essence for Kirikiriroa, and Tauranga will look to do everything they can to hold on to this lead. As we see Jackson, he gets us back underway. It's a great timata there from Tauranga, but that's a good take there from Saxon as well. Kirikiriroa, they are going to play with the ball in hand. Phases here, Ross. He goes back door here for Kirikiriroa. Carson links up, but it's a forward pass and just a gain of lacking a little bit of execution from Kirikiriroa.
Yeah. There's lots of space on the outside for both teams, and that's just the last pass there. The last pass that got away without the error. There was a lot of space to be made down the outside. As we set up for the kakari here. About 9 minutes to go. So still plenty of time to get the 2 tries in, Stefan.
Plenty of time, but we do see Tauranga with possession at Te Kakari. Their back line is stacked on this open side, so the last time we had this set up, they just took the ball to ground, nice crash play, and then went the same way, but it's a good scrum there from Kirikiriroa. Have put Tauranga under a bit of pressure, but they're able to link up nicely through Spice, he's off to give it to the 20. Massey's free in space, and he's going to dive in the corner. So remarkable play there from Tauranga. They're able to link up there. Spice off to Massey, and that's a pedal there for Tauranga boys.
It's going to be a tough one to come back from now. 3 tries down. Space out wide again. Got pulled in, jammed in on the runners in nearby. And the 20 on the outside, able to go over the line. Very well done by Tauranga.
As their first 5, Jackson, he's been close to man of the match. Another sideline conversion for him as he looks towards the Pou pedal. He strikes it well, and that's over. So another Rua pedal to Tauranga.
We're seeing an absolute clinic by both tee kickers here of how to tee kick. There's not been easy kicks for most of them, but we're seeing some success. Jackson with the drop goal early on in the game from the touchline, and Cooper Young 2 from the sideline to keep his team in it. But this is...
And we do see Stern replace Arata. Restart here, Timata 2, Kirikiriroa, and Young's given it straight down to Tauranga, who's got a big, strong carrier, Moody, I believe. So Skulls goes to his forwards. They're just going to want to look to exit through Jackson. And he nudges that nicely upfield towards the Waingapu. Sturm, the replacement. He attacks, comes onto the way at speed, and it's a good first run there from Sturm. As Ross, he links up here with his outside backs. Phillips, he's tackled but able to give a pass away, and now Kirikiriroa nudge back towards the Roa Te Kaumaroa, bounces in space. He's a little bit isolated here, Jackson, so I'm picking. He's going to want to find his teammates, but he gives a strong fend here. Cuts in field, and Ross is down, and head clash here. Unfortunately for Ross, but play continues as Te Whare links up with Sturm, who cuts back infield.
It's like a battlefield out there now. Men down everywhere.
Referee does let play continue as Tauranga try to counter-ruck. Back to the open. Looking a little bit lost here, Kirikiriroa, but Phillips was able to give it away to Viniwai. He's been one of their best for Kirikiriroa. But Tauranga, the ball was out, so referee says play on, and Tauranga are going to exit again through Jackson. But he kicks it straight down to Te Whare, who links up with Sturm. LJ Mahi, he goes straight and tries to get to the breakdown. Kirikiriroa. Bit of space here now for Kirikiriroa. Carson in the inside, but the ball has hit the ground, and unfortunately Young wasn't able to find his man, so another mistake for Kirikiriroa as Tauranga go to the open. Alta Roberts, I believe. Nice pick and go here through Skulls, who's throwing it over the top, so Rai Portene out on the wing, tidies this up, and he's going to go out. So not much time here, Zach, in this Super 8 final.
You can tell the boys have been giving it their all because there's boys cramping up left, right and centre. Look, it's been an awesome last few minutes. What I love about second 15 rugby is a little bit less structured than the first 15 stuff. There's a lot more space, a few more areas, and stuff opens up a little bit more. I think Tauranga have worked so hard to get in the position they're in, and they're going to be well-deserved winners of the Super 8 Shield. But you've got to give it up for Kirikiriroa. Their reserves have come on, the likes of LJ Mahi, Whara, and even Benny Vuniwai for the whole game, and really worked hard all the way through, no matter how tough the conditions got.
Yeah, tough conditions here for, the likes of Tauranga's lock as well. Verez, he's coming off the field. He's got bad cramps as the replacement halfback for Kirikiriroa, Ross. He had an unfortunate head clash, but we do get back underway through Tauranga. So play on there for Skulls. Another chip over the top play, but Kirikiriroa tidy it up and fling the ball towards the open as Viniwai. Another strong carry from him. He busts 2 tackles. What can Kirikiriroa do here? Referee's got the arm out for offside. More phases for Kirikiriroa through Mahi. And Carson's kicked the ball straight into the in goal. It's going to be close here. See how this bounces, and Jackson's knocked the ball there, but no advantage, so it's a penalty to Kirikiriroa. And I want to tap and go here, Zach. They're running well out of time if they want to get back in this fixture.
I don't think there's much chance of them getting back into it, honestly, Stefan. But it's good to see them fight to the end. It shows the money the boys have for the school. And as they tap and run, Benny's going to run it straight.
And he's been awesome. Another tackle bust there from Viniwai. Tip on here. Mahi's been great as well off the bench for Kirikiriroa. Tauranga, they've done well on D, and Carson's tried a little grubber kick, and Tauranga, they're just going to kick the ball dead, and I believe that might be the game. And that is. So Tauranga boys, they will be your second 15 Super 8 champions for Arua Mano, Arua Te Kauma Wha. So a big mihi out to Tauranga boys, Zach.
Yeah, awesome stuff from then, and what a great precursor to what we have for us tomorrow. It's also going to be on Whakaati Māori YouTube and Whakaati Māori TV. Tauranga take the second 15 Super 8 title. Let's see how we go tomorrow. First 15's Kirikiriroa versus Tauranga. They run it back again, and it's just, hopefully it brings more of the same.
So just that end score e te whānau, toru te kauma, ono ki te kauma whitu. Our Tauranga boys, congratulations to them, and we're looking forward to heading out to Tauranga tomorrow for that Super 8 first 15 clash here on Whakaata Māori. So, a tēnei te mihi ki a koutou katoa mō tō a tāringa me o karu I te ahi nei. Ko Stefan Temi Ohio West, tōku ingoa, and we will see you again shortly. Ka kite anō.